Okay, so the first thing we went through is a bill style deflection. So as James threw the punch, I deflected it the first time, I deflected it the second time, but as he threw the punch, I slid under his arm to capture him right behind the shoulder, to come up behind him and turn him here to grab his chin, go into a headlock or a chokehold to punch him in the back. So as that's coming out, you punch and you shoot directly up under your own forearm, out, straight ahead up under the arm, and press here to step in and turn so that you get full control to bring the hand off of the shoulder here to the face to take control. Right? That's the first thing. Second thing was, what was the second thing? Oh, so the second movement was coming off of the hands to strike the throat with the side of the thumb. You're striking the throat towards the carotid artery. So the carotid artery. So you're hitting, and then the second arm comes up to capture the other hands and come up and strike the carotid artery with the muscle or the bone of the forearm. So as I'm hitting, he's becoming dizzy because I'm attacking the carotid artery. So even if he brings his hand up, it still doesn't stop me from hitting the carotid artery. And that's going to cause him to black out or cause him to become dizzy, which means now even if he's blocked up, after I hit this, now I can do anything else I need to do at that point because now he's dizzy. And that's because, again, I'm attacking the carotid artery first, then shooting the arm out and attacking with the forearm into the neck and again and again. And if he drops, now the brainstem is all available to him. So you continue, these are things you need to practice. You have to hit as though I'm not trying to hit him in the neck. I'm trying to reach his other shoulder when I attack the carotid artery. So I'm not stopping at the shoulder. My movement is actually this. Straight out, flick, and pull across to his other shoulder. So when he gets hit, it's because the velocity is so heavy that I'm trying to reach his other shoulder. The only thing that stops that strike is his neck. So I'm not stopping here. His neck stops my hand from moving any further. So it's full force, it's full velocity. Now the last thing, this can help a lot of women, a lot of smaller men. It can stop it can help a lot of larger men. When somebody grabs you around the neck, the first thing that most people do is they try to punch or they try to pull the hands away. Now as he's choking, he can apply more pressure, which means now I'm starting to black out, which is not going to be helpful to me. So what I have to do is that as soon as he grabs, I want you to see this, I'm going to do it on this side. Relax a little bit. Do it on this side is I tilt my head towards his hand, I lift my shoulder up towards my hand, turn and knock his hands free. Now I'm going to do it from the other side. So as he grabs, I tilt, lift, and that controls this one hand. Now as he's moving forward, I turn. Now that allows me to strike, do whatever I need to do to him, because now as he grabs, I'm lifting his arms up. I'm freeing both of the hands. This hand slips free. See? It slips free. This hand I take control of, and now I'm turning so that now I have control of it. Again, so we'll go over the first one again. The first one was, pause for a second. First one was, as he punches, deflect and slide under, attack the shoulder. Now again, you always have to step forward in these attacks. So he's that far away, he strikes, I step in. Now, I also attack the knee. Now I've got control. I come around, I grab the chin, choke, shots to the brainstem or to the spine, or even take him down with a Bill style shot to the chin or the throat. Pause for a second. Second one was, as he's coming in, I deflect and come off of the hand. As I showed in the first video, bounce off the hand to attack. So I come in, bounce off the hand, and shoot this into his carotid artery. The second strike comes across, hitting him in the neck against the carotid artery with the full force of the forearm. And again, now from here, if he drops his neck, push the head down and go for the brainstem or the spine. And if he tries to grab the legs, you push the head down. Gravity is going to force him down. Even if he tries to grab my legs, he can't, because he can't lift himself up to lift me up. Now, the last one is where he steps in and grabs. So I'm not going to try and fight this. I'm simply going to drop lean my head over, lift my shoulder up towards my chin, turn, and free my hand to now strike. So these are things you need to look at over and over again. And as you're looking over them and going over them, practice them again and again and again, very slowly. The choke, you want to start with the hands very light. Then as you get more proficient in it, or it becomes easier for you, then you increase them to have your partner or your training partner increase the amount of strength they put to it, to where they're choking you, to where if you don't do this, it's going to really hurt, so that you have the full effect and the actual effect of what actually happens. So again, thank you, and we'll see you next time.